Good evening everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I am a filmmaker and a film critic. And today we are talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League.
The time is now.
After years and years of lobbying, #release the Snyder Cut on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, it's finally here. And although it is a much more faithful adaptation to the universe that began in Man of Steel in 2013, the question with Zack Snyder's Justice League is it necessary? First things first, this film is much better than Joss Whedon's Justice League. You know, the fake Justice League movie that came out in 2017. But that's not saying much, as this version comes with a bevy of its own flaws and mistakes. Elongated scenes, really boring and expository dialogue, very poorly constructed scenes, and a lot of false, overly weighty gravitas, which the film isn't worthy of, let's be honest. The story again revolves around Steppenwolf, who again is looking for the three mother boxes. The main culprit of the film earlier was its script, and it still is. The main villain is just a henchman whose boss stays in the background. Sure, Steppenwolf has a backstory this time around, but just the addition of a backstory does not help if your character is not interesting. And Steppenwolf treats Darkseid like a girl who don't want him no more. She don't want you, bro. Just live with it. Go away. Action scenes are stretched way too long. Also, you can clearly make the distinction as to which scenes are filler. The whole film acts like a massive exposition dump, and the preferred way of showing information is through flashbacks and dream sequences. Yay. I guess that's what happens when you have 4 writers. The good parts here are worthy of note, however. The Flash is a whole lot of fun and much more realized, and on the other hand, Cyborg is completely realized. He gets a big chunk of the film, but he is not a lot of fun. Zack Snyder's direction was missed in 2017, but I do believe he is forgetting the remnants of his style. I do miss his creative cinematography, which he would get Larry Fong to do in Watchmen. Like, you look at every frame of Watchmen, it is almost frame-worthy. Remember that scene when Dr. Manhattan becomes Dr. Manhattan, and there's this shot, the hair on his arms rising, you know, where Billy Crudup's hair's rising, and it was a beautiful shot. And sadly, we don't see stuff like that in the Justice League. Sure, it looks cool, it looks epic, but it's not interesting. You know, there's this scene where we follow an arrow for about 20 seconds, and nothing happens. Okay. Some of the scenes which have been edited are a welcome change as well, such as Ma Kent and Lois Lane's conversation, which was absolutely horrible in Joss Whedon's cut. Why couldn't they hire anyone else to finish the 2017 movie? Why did it have to be Joss Whedon? You know, you could have gone with someone whose sensibilities and style, you know, is a little bit similar to what you're trying to do in DC, but you know, stupid producers. The action is much better, although overlong. Every action sequence could have been cut by at least 2 or 3 minutes. It's not, you know, nothing to cry home about. This is not Terminator 2 levels. I wish action movies were a bit more practical nowadays. But, oh well. And the writing doesn't build on the action either. You can really tell when the film is trying to tell you, hey guys, it's okay to take a leak. Go ahead. Nothing's gonna happen now. And you can say the same thing about the action. Some of the action is so long, like you can literally go and take a piss and come back and miss nothing. They'll still be fighting. And another sequence which really shines when it comes to talking about action is the Flash's introduction. It has a good setup and a very cute payoff at the end. You know, it's nice to see a fully formed scene in a Zack Snyder film. I don't know though, the film is still a mixed bag for me. I mean, seeing Darkseid was cool. I wish he was a bit more buff, but he ultimately amounts to nothing in the film. He's just, you know, there. And we do know there's not going to be a sequel to this film. I don't know why the last 30 minutes of this film was trying to set up something that's never going to happen. The scene was cool between the Batman and the Joker, but you know, you can really tell that they weren't there. They didn't film it together, as it's just medium shot, medium shot, medium shot, medium shot, and you never see Ben Affleck and Jared Leto's frame, and you never see Jared Leto and vice versa's frame. So you can really tell that. But aside from that, it is quite a cool scene. Again, a bit too long, like this entire movie. But Justice League for me is getting a final score of 3 out of 5. It's a little bit better, but I don't think you should jump up and down about this. It's just all right. 4 hours. If you want to watch something which is 4 hours long, I suggest you go and watch Lawrence of Arabia. And You'll be thanking me after this. Anyway, people, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you really like this video. Share it as well if you like this review. And I will see you next time, hopefully for Kong versus Godzilla. Thank you very much.